So the White House just had this little drama that tells you everything about democracy versus dictatorship. Trump brings Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to the Oval and basically says, congrats on the Gaza war being over. Now it's time for the big prize. Normalize with Israel, join the Abraham Accords, smile for the cameras. That's the US fantasy. Bomb Gaza, declare stability, roll out a shiny Saudi-Israel peace photo op. Except the meeting blows up. Axios says it got tense because MBS flat out told Trump, I don't mind normalization, but I can't do it now. My own people hate Israel too much after Gaza. The absolute monarch is telling the US president, I literally cannot cross my public on this. And the numbers back him up. Polls show Saudi rejection of recognizing Israel jumping to around 70% after Gaza. And big majorities want Arab states to distance from Israel, not cozy up. For Saudis, Palestine is identity, religion, and dignity all rolled into one, not a talking point. NBS sold himself as the young modernizer, but he still needs that custodian of the two holy mosques legitimacy. If he hugs Israel too fast, he looks like he's betraying Islam and selling out Palestinians for a defense pact and some tech. That's why he tells Trump no normalization without a credible, time-bound path to a Palestinian state, which Israel's current government openly rejects. So the thing blocking the deal is not elite interest. It's ordinary Saudis in the wider Arab street refusing to swallow peace with a state that just live-streamed genocide. Now flip to the United States, the place that lectures everyone else about the will of the people. Polls show large chunks of Americans, especially the young, want a permanent ceasefire, want conditions on weapons, and are disgusted with how Washington handled Gaza. Some surveys have about 2/3 backing a ceasefire and big majorities wanting human rights conditions on US military aid. So what do representatives do with that? They pass more weapons, block ceasefire resolutions, and act like mentioning Palestinian civilians is a crime. Because here, the people they're actually afraid of aren't voters. They're donors, lobbies, and defense contractors whose stock loves endless wars. That's the contrast. In Saudi Arabia, the ruler has to slow roll normalization because public anger over Gaza is too intense and too tied to identity to ignore. He's worried about legitimacy and how the entire region will see him if he cuddles up to Israel while Gaza's mass graves are still fresh. In America, leaders look at the polls screaming ceasefire and stop arming this and shrug. Because by election season, they're betting you're tired and the media's moved on and only opinions attached to checkbooks matter. So when Trump is mad at MBS for not normalizing with Israel fast enough, he's mad that a dictator is more constrained by his public than US presidents are by theirs. In Riyadh, the street still scares the palace. In Washington, the only thing that scares the palace is the donor list.